a beautiful quote. It might have been a David Hume quote. He was like, an ought cannot be derived from an is, I think is what it was. Which is to say, like,
it's something like
a question
that,
of what you should do can never be defined by
what is.
Yeah, but behind a scientific truth.
Oh,
like science can't derive morality from science.
Exactly from it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so for me, yeah, that's because both are interesting to me. But I actually had this debate with like 3 physics PhDs at Juggling Club, explaining why. I'm like, the reason I think I am doing more humanities right now than I am math, because I definitely really did enjoy physics and math in high school, and even now I still enjoy it. When I thought about pursuing it like in college or as a career,
we would not be friends.
I know. Well, the other problem is, here's the problem.
Just accepted it.
No, but probably, like, if I was interested in that and talking about that.
Well, I don't think there's any way you'd be so interested in that you'd be nothing
not
like
interested
you are
in this.
right now.
Yeah, okay, fine, yeah, but the point is still that with that sort of science stuff, like,
you'd just be calculating angular momentum for every punch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to make that.
But these PhD students, right, they've studied in college their entire time to get the base amount of knowledge to start a PhD on a thing that everyone has already done. Yeah. And like the problem with this is the reason that it's annoying is because you don't have enough, you can never have an opinion on it until you've become like hyper specialized.
But with the humanities, like that now too.
Well, I don't know. I feel like no matter what if a current event issue comes up, I can have an opinion on it right now. Or like the question.
You can't. No one's going to take it seriously though.
Well, okay, but even the question, what is truth? Like, to me, it seems like any 2 people can come to
I understand
conceptualizations
what
about
you're
this
saying.
without having like expertise in like the field.
I understand what you're saying, but here's the point, right? No one's watching.
Okay.
There's a reason. There's many reasons, but one of the reasons is we don't have 2 PhDs in philosophy while talking about philosophy. People talk about the Earth being flat, and people listen, and they don't have PhDs. So there's like a disconnect with your argument.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Because people listen to people about things about science.
No, but...
So is it like, do you mean...
No, the point is
academics
that you can participate... The point is that I can participate in the humanities right now.
In what arena?
I cannot it doesn't matter because I can't participate in dynamic systems in any capacity right now. No, I can't.
You can just make shit up. This is what I'm saying. What arena? Are we talking about academics peer reviewing your papers? Because you can't compete in the humanities like that either. I know what you're trying to say.
I don't have the base knowledge to say anything about fluid dynamics. I have the base knowledge by being a human to talk about the humanities.
I don't think that's true. I think you have the knowledge that you've accrued over your life experience so far and your actual curiosity about things in the world to talk about certain ideas in the humanities, but it's still not as nuanced as with regards to philosophy, for example, as someone with a philosophy PhD. And so it's just about the level. And that's why I'm saying what arena, because if we're talking about the public domain where anyone can listen, people listen to non-scientists talk about flat Earth, and they're talking about science.
Okay, let me put a new idea forward.
Sure.
Mark Zuckerberg made Facebook at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was an idea that really actually happened, and he was 18 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
what's your point?
My point is that that's like a thing that anyone can participate in ideas, is my point.
Yeah, but
not anyone can participate in hyper-specific STEM fields.
But not everyone can participate in hyper-specific humanities fields, too. This is what I'm saying. When you're talking about the literary analysis of post-colonial Marxist structures in the 20th century Nazi Germany, it's like, what do you know about it? That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, fair.
It's the same thing. And science is a little bit more specialized.
Okay, fine.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Science is a little more specialized across the board, which is why there's that higher barrier to entry.
Yeah.
But the humanities still has that.
Okay, fair.
In different ways.
Fair. Instead of humanities, I should have just said talking about ideas.
Well, but I'm not going to disagree with that.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's scientific ideas too.
But I view that as humanities. Like, okay, in my info ethics law and policy class, the questions are posed as open. Like, anyone can write anything in their policy memo, and for all you know, the idea could be as valuable to anyone as Mark Zuckerberg's idea of Facebook was. Well, we can talk about value as its own separate thing, but as popular as it was able to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's still based off of knowledge accrued. Like, Mark Zuckerberg had to know how to code.
Okay, that's true. But the idea, but really the expertise, well, not expertise, the achievement was in the idea of it, I think, more than the coding, for sure.
But I'm saying someone can come up with an idea. For example, no one taught Einstein the theory of, what did he do?
Relativity.
Relativity, right. No one taught him that.
Yeah.
And he didn't learn it. That was just something that was an idea that he birthed.
Yeah.
And it was because he had a certain level of expertise from before that. But that idea was still new in that domain. And so I think you're right that everyone can participate in ideas.
But it could be...
what specialization that idea germinates into depends on what you choose to focus on. Like, everyone can participate, but how much you're taking seriously and how much value the idea has still depends on how much you know and how competent you are. Exactly. Yeah. I think we're curious, and that lends itself well to talking about different ideas.
Okay, is there an argument that you can be good at humanities without pre-training, but not, or you can be better at it? You can be better at it without being trained than you can be better at science without being trained. Like,
but I'm saying science is more specialized across the board. Okay. But I think you have an aptitude for things like the humanities, which is why you're saying that. There's a lot. Like, I can think that literature is just something that people should be able to do, but a lot of people can't analyze stories for shit, and that's not. That's just a different. Yeah. Like, that's just a difference of skill. Yeah. And I don't know where it comes from.
Skill issue.
Nature nurture thing.
Yeah. When I can analyze the flashlight scene, but they can't. Skill issue.
Well, because I disagree. Like, I think you are not just someone that finds it easy to understand concepts related to philosophy and ideas because it's easy for anyone to. It's because you've worked at it, you've thought about it, you've spent time on it. I don't think anyone off the dorm here would be able to have the same level of Do you think the people we have dinner with just stare and listen because they have so much to add but they just don't feel like it? Like, I know I'm kind of like sucking us off here, but like I like with that specific thing, but then if they're talking about thermodynamics, reference to something, I don't. First of all, I don't give a shit. Yeah. But also, I can't add much. Yeah. Like, I just don't. I don't have the skills. Yeah. I don't think it's that easy for anyone to just. Yeah, that's fair. I think we'd have to, get them involved.
But I think you can contribute just based off curiosity and life experience.
But I think that's because the humanities is more about life and how you live, and how you can practice how you live by living. Whereas where science is about facts,
you have to practice.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where you are. That's where there's something there.
Okay.
This felt like an old school conversation with us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I like this. This is fun.